Hello Bloomington, I'm Mayor Tim Busse, and this is the Council Minute for the week of November 29th. On Monday night, the City Council had an opportunity to do something that doesn't happen very often. This week, the City Council renamed a city street to honor and recognize the contributions of an individual who has had an enormous impact on the City of Bloomington. On Monday night, we officially approved the renaming of 28th Avenue South to Winstead Way in honor of former Mayor Gene Winstead. If you can't picture the location in your head, 28th Avenue South runs north and south from American Boulevard to Old Shakopee Road in the South Loop District. It's just to the east of the Mall of America. When Gene retired from public service in December 2019, he had earned the distinction of being the longest serving mayor in the history of the City of Bloomington. He sat in the mayor's chair for 20 years. Prior to that, he served as a city council member, and before that, on the Planning Commission. His service to Bloomington goes all the way back to the mid-1980s, and his leadership shaped Bloomington into the community that it is today. He played a significant role when the old Met Stadium and Met Center land was redeveloped and transformed into the Mall of America in the South Loop District. He was a strong advocate for extending light rail transit into Bloomington, and as mayor, he led Bloomington in becoming the first city in Minnesota to prohibit smoking in bars and restaurants, which would later become state law. Those accomplishments barely scratched the surface of Gene's work, so I proposed, and the City Council enthusiastically agreed, to rename 28th Avenue South to Winstead Way. Gene joins former Mayor Jim Lindow with Lindow Lane and baseball legend Harmon Killebrew with Killebrew Drive as people who have streets named in their honor in South Loop. I've been talking quite a bit lately about the possibility of a World's Fair being held right here in Bloomington. I have more updates to share with you this week. I'll start with a quick review. The City of Bloomington has been working with a local Minnesota organization that's trying to bring a specialized expo or World's Fair to the United States and to Minnesota. The specialized expo would be a 3-month-long event in the summer of 2027. As I've been talking about this, a lot of people have asked me, they still do World's Fairs? Are they really still a thing? The answer is yes. World's Expos are still a thing. There's a World Expo underway right now in Dubai, and there's another planned for Osaka, Japan in 2025. Do a quick Google search. Be sure to check out their websites. They're very impressive. Hosting this type of event would bring benefits to Bloomington, both in the year that it's held and in the years after. Obviously, a 3-month event that draws visitors from all over the country and all over the world would be great for our local hospitality and tourism industries. But the biggest benefit would be the long-term economic development opportunities that would come as a result of the expo. We look at this as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to have a transformational economic development project in the South Loop District that would have a lasting economic impact on Bloomington and on the region. The organization behind this effort is called Minnesota USA Expo. The Minnesota USA Expo organization is its own legal entity. It has its own board of directors and its own fundraising arm. And it's the organization that will prepare the formal application to the international body that makes the decision about where expos are held. This week, the Bloomington City Council approved the participation of the Bloomington Mayor and the City Manager as ex officio members of the Minnesota USA Expo Board of Directors. Bloomington will have a cooperative agreement with the board as the potential host city, and that's why the mayor and the city manager were added to the board. The board includes the heads of the Minneapolis and St. Paul Chambers of Commerce and the heads of the Convention and Visitors Bureau for Bloomington, St. Paul, and Minneapolis. And just this week, the board approved John Stanek as the president and CEO of Minnesota USA Expo. John has a long and impressive resume of leadership positions in both the public and private sectors and is a great addition to Minnesota USA Expo. There's a lot more to come regarding Expo 2027, and I'll be sure to keep you informed as the process moves forward. I know that many of you are aware of the proposal to redevelop part of the Southtown shopping center area and add a HyVee grocery store and liquor store. I know there's a lot of questions about the project and the status of what's happening, so I thought I'd take some time today to share a little bit of information. The owner of Southtown is Kraus Anderson, and they are the company that submitted the land use applications for city review. Staff has been working with Kraus Anderson to bring the application forward so that the Planning Commission and ultimately the City Council can review the application. Now, the application was tentatively scheduled to go before the Planning Commission a few weeks back, but Krause-Anderson requested a delay in that schedule. They continue to work with HyVee on the financial aspects of the development. The current schedule is for Krause-Anderson to come to the Planning Commission on December 16th and then to the City Council in early January, but that all depends on their ability to work out the economic issues. I've heard from a lot of folks who are very excited at the prospect of a HyVee in Bloomington. I've also heard from residents who are concerned that the proposed HyVee liquor store would replace the bowling alley at Southtown, the AMF Southtown lanes, as part of the project. There's been a lot of misunderstanding on social media about this, and I want to be clear here. The tenant mix for this project is entirely up to Krause-Anderson. They own the property, and they have owned it for decades. The City of Bloomington's role in this is to determine if the project meets the land use rules, and we will do that at the staff level, at the Planning Commission, and at the City Council, and also to determine if the company meets the requirements for a liquor license. The city does not have the ability to dictate to property owners who they can lease buildings to or bring into a development, as long as the land uses they are proposing are permitted by the zoning ordinance. Like most things, stay tuned on this one. There's more to come. That's a wrap for this week's edition of the Council Minute. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe, Bloomington.